Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Hokey SMOKES. Indeed, it's not bright and sunny, but it's lit, and it's diffused light, so it's cloudy, maybe even foggy if I look out far enough, but there's trees and stuff outside, so I can't see. Yeah, yay. But still, it's a good day, and it nearly rained last night. I had to I had to take my brolly with me when I went Walkies, but it wasn't rain, and it was only in southern Shelton. And then in downtown Shelton, I was like just carrying my umbrella on a strap around my wrist. Yay. But at least I went Walkies, and it was a nice night, and it's a nice day. Thumbs up for that. It's a good thing. I'm glad to be metabolizing. Hopefully you are glad to be metabolizing as well. And of course, front-loading of the video, thank you, YouTube algorithms. Hey, if you could toss me a like if you like what you hear and see, that would be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, if you aren't, that too would be cool. I love comments, I read them all, I thumbs up each one I do. I try to answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. And of course, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These beautiful and awesome people literally help to keep me alive. And I thank you very much for that. It is a good and a wonderful thing. Thumbs up and thank you. My pets would thank you if they could, and I'm just glad to be alive, and thank you. My wrists hurt. I have no ideas how long I should have kept them up, if I kept them up long enough, or too long, or not long. Yay. Good morning. So yeah, yesterday was a day. I had a day, and that was good. Unfortunately, there was a period of time, I think, where I may have fell asleep for a short time, but it wasn't long at all. And I got some things done, and I actually played more games than I had been in a while. Well, I mean, I had been playing this one game, Into the Pit, and now I've stopped playing it because I hyperfixate, and I stopped hyperfixating on it. I gotta go back and, try to finish it, maybe. But since my housemate has been playing a lot of Dying Light on the Xbox, and I had been watching that, I reinstalled things like Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide and Dying Light onto my machine. And I've been playing so much Dead Island. Hokey SMOKES. I mean, I played a little bit of Riptide, and that's cool, but it does that whole power creep thing. You start off the game at level 18. So you don't start from scratch. But I've been playing a ton of Dead Island, and I've done that before. I tend to, hyperfixate on games for a time, and then I play them until I get bored, which if it inevitably happens, yay ADHD. But it's a good game, and since, it's all a series that's made by the same publisher, yeah, so thumbs up on that. It's good stuff. I was thinking of doing some recording, maybe, to show either Dying Light and all that, and how and where and what I'm doing and that and such, but I just ended up playing the game all day. When I say all day, I mean from 3 till 6. And then I had to try and get ready to go out on Walkies, because I hadn't even put my support stockings on yet. All day. I have to wear support stockings, which are just compression stockings, which are just really, really tight socks. A lot of people have to do it. Some people have to wear them because their legs swell up because they have congestive heart failure. And you got to keep the fluid from collecting in your legs. There are others that have lymph edema for whatever reason, and I'm close to that. I used to get cellulitis horribly bad. I've almost died several times from getting cellulitis. Unfortunately, that burnt out the lymph system in my lower extremities, and your lymph system is one of those hidden circulatory systems in your body that redistributes fluid. And if you have a properly functioning lymph system, you can stand up, sit in chairs, and your feet and legs are going to swell through time, because that happens. It's gravity. That's why we have valves in all of our veins and such. Mine really swell up because my lymph system is not functioning properly, and so I need to get those stockings to keep my legs from getting all swole up. And last night I didn't do it, so Now, my legs and feet weren't horrifically swollen. I've mentioned I take a lot of caffeine tablets because they help my brain work properly as well. One of the things that caffeine also does, it is a diuretic. It gets excess fluid, well, not even excess fluid, it gets fluid out of your body. So you take a 200 milligram caffeine tablet like I do, and you're gonna be urinating for a while. Your kidneys are suddenly working a whole lot more efficiently. One of the problems with that, of course, is when you get rid of a lot of fluid, you also drain a lot of potassium out of your system, and I eat a lot of potassium tablets to make up for that. Yay on that. It's not as bad as it could be. My system has slowly been repairing itself over the decades, and so it's not horrible if I don't wear my support stockings. It's just not good. I have one of my pairs of shoes that I go out Walkies in, and I've got duct tape on all of my shoes to help. In this particular case, it's to keep the inside of my shoe from coming apart. And then if it can help keep the outside of the shoe lasting longer, then I will gladly put duct tape on. But I wear these shoes when I go out Walkies, and Hokey SMOKES. These things are so tight if I do not take enough caffeine tablets, and I do not have I can't even wear them if I don't put my support stockings on and squash my feet down. So, yay! But I went Walkies, and I try my best to keep the fluid out of my system. I go up and down my stairs, I stay active, and that's good. And hey, but playing games, that's really fun, and I enjoy doing that too. It has been a mainstay of my life. I mean, even though I was born in 1962, and it was like in the mid-70s before they even started coming out with arcade cabinets, I was playing all this stuff as a teen. I got an Atari 2600, when I was like 13 or something, after we got a Pong machine, one of the first Pong machines you hook up to your TV to play that table tennis game. Yay! And I've played the arcade stuff. I got my first computer in '82 when I was 20 years old, and I've gone from there to the Commodore 64, to the Commodore 128, to the Commodore Amiga, and then in '93 to another computer, in '96 and got into consoles. I play games. They are a mainstay of my mental health. I would go nuts if I did not have access to this stuff. So it's a good thing to be able to do so, and thumbs up for that. Definitely a good thing. But yeah, Dying Light, that's a good game. I like zombies. I don't know why. I like zombies as fiction and in games. Zombie apocalypses, I don't know why. They do not bore me. I will read zombie stories from now until I die and be happy and want more. I'll play zombie games, I'll watch zombie movies, and love all of it. Why? No ideas. But that's okay. Thumbs up for that. I mean, as it is, I've got the Dead Island series, I've got Dying Light 1, there's Survivalist, and then there's a second game in the Survivalist series, which is also a survive zombie apocalypse stuff. So, thumbs up for that. But I wanted to talk real quick as well, because I am continuously working on this fictional setting in my head that hopefully one day I'll do something with. But even if I don't, you do not have to monetize your passions. If you are being creative and pleasing yourself, that's fine. You don't have to try and sell your passions. I mean, I talk about my stuff because I like it and I want to share it, and that kind of does the job for me, just the fact that it's out there. I mean, I want to tell my stories and I want to do a bunch of stuff all with the setting, but I'm still working on the setting. So, real quick, I've talked about the relative ages and how long universes live and how long some do, and I've talked about how the cosmic horrors, Amigerazu and her 12 children, how they are linked to the infinite city that is parked on top of the multiverse. That is, the multiverse is a part of the city, but the city is not a part of the multiverse. There is no way for anyone in the multiverse to enter the Infinite City, and the people in the Infinite City, well, they're just founded upon that as a brace. They don't go down into that sort of thing. When Amigerazu swam through the Ungara, the void, and came to the city, two things that were supposed to be impossible, she became attuned to the city. And when she birthed her children, they too were attuned to the city. Now, when you have any kind of power, one of the first things that happens is the universe hands you the ability to walk from universe to universe. The very first power and ability anyone gets when they start walking on the path of power is the ability to step out of their universe. So that's common. And the thing is, though, once you step out of your universe, you are separated from the time stream of your universe. Because of that, in the time it takes you to turn around, if you walk out the door and the door shuts behind you, to turn around and open it, it could be 10 seconds, it could be 50 trillion years that have passed on the inside of that universe. Relative to each other, the inside of a universe is huge, and they last forever. Step out of those universes, relative to everything else, it is about, you go, oh, the universe is born, 1002, 1003, it's matured, it's withering, 1006, oh, it died. And it takes about that long. And universes are spawning and splitting constantly, so even though they're dying, they're also being spawned just as quickly. Amigerazu is the Gekira, the most powerful within this multiverse. She cannot be taken down even by her own children. If they all ganged up on her at once, she could still survive it. But there are places that Amigerazu does not go, because if she does, she will die. There are situations she will not enter, because if she does, she will not leave. There are individuals she will not fight with, because they will kill her. There are there's beings, objects, locations, and situations. All of these on the cosmic horror scale, and all of them, there are places, people, objects, and situations she will not get with, because she will die. How can you be the most powerful and not do things? Because survival is the point. And there are only 13 beings in an infinite multiverse that can instantly step from the multiverse to the city. The multiverse has not figured out a defense against that, because there's only 13 beings and they are singular. They don't spawn. 13 out of an infinite number. So when Amigerazu or one of her children comes up against something that's horrific, why fight? Survival is the point. You step to the city. You're separated from the time stream of their universe. By the time you've gone, let's go see how they're doing back there. Their universe has withered and died. Them within it, they are a long gone past memory. You've survived. You've continued. They're gone. You're more powerful, aren't you? So part of her and her children's being so powerful is they can just step out of the situation entirely if it's really bad, and there's nothing that the multiverse can do about it. Now, equally, with the one setting that I've got, there being the Ungara, which is the hottest and densest part of the multiverse. We couldn't go there. There's the Ungare, which is between us and the Ungara, and then out here in the cold and dark, the Ungodden. That's where my setting currently is for the Razor's Edge, out here in the Ungodden. At the same time, try to remember how this one, my point I was going to make on this one. Oh no, I sure hate my mind and my brain. Yeah, it's out here in the Ungodden, the cold and dark. Oh, my brain. Yes, it exists out here. Yes, I am so sorry. It's the whole time frame things. Whereas normally you step out and another universe would be that count of 7. The Razor's Edge setting has so much stuff within it that they're not failing as quickly as other universes. by the time you've turned around and such, it's still there. In fact, currently, within the setting of the story, most universes have been born, matured, withered, perished, count of 7. This particular setting, the Razor's Edge setting, has been around. They're currently up to like a count of 40, in the 40 millions. And the percentage of how far along they are in the universe, along its time, how long it'll last, it's only got a fraction of 1% of its total lifespan. Because of this massive influx of energy, extra universal energy that came into the multiverse, its entropy has slowed down so much. It is around for a long time, and that's a good thing. I like that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20, there's far less than 20 people that have left me comments. I'm going to thank as many people as left me comments. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count American Sign Language, a little bit of input lag there on my hand, I get lost. You've already seen how my memory works. And even though it's not in the comments, I do want to thank, I have forgotten the name entirely, so if you're watching, I am very, very sorry. It's like Blue Hue or Deep Blue Hue, something like that. This person has ordered the plushie that was on my Amazon wish list, and hopefully it should be showing up soon. So I just wanted to thank them out of order because they didn't leave a comment. But thank you so much if you're watching. So let me call my Chrome. We have Krouda, thumbs up and thank you. Mortem Anima, thumbs up. We have Confused Owl 29. Oh my gosh, I just can't leave it alone. I'm constantly thinking about my setting. It's amazing. I love it. Alejandro Emmanuel Pesina Meza, or Meza, I'm not quite sure how that would be pronounced, but thank you very much. We have White Whale, thumbs up. There's X Berry, greatly appreciated. Ryan Christopher Gavin, who I've mentioned before that you can disagree with me violently, and as long as you are not abusive, the comment will stay up. This person was near abusive, but it was funny enough that I didn't get rid of it. I have engaged, and that's good. Thank you very, very much. It is appreciated. And there is MN, thumbs up. We have Tekadon, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, always good to see you in the comments, and both of you, thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. There is Ben B, thumbs up, and there we are, 12 people who have left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head and into the world, dealing with real people, if only for a short time, and if only in text. Thumbs up. And of course, I do want to point out that I got lost in my spiel. I don't know what device you're watching this on. I do not know where the show more is. There are links to all of my channels in it. There's my Twitter, my Facebook, my Patreon. Again, I wish to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literal, beautiful, and awesome people are literally beautiful and awesome. Little Ghost is happy and healthy, and Amelia is, well, as healthy as she's going to be in her old age. You know, it's a slow decline from here on out, but they would both thank you if they could for helping to keep them alive, and I thank you for helping to keep me alive. It is appreciated to no end. If you'd like to become a patron, there are links in the show more. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, there's the PayPal link, and if you'd like to help me out without becoming, well, even sending money through the PayPal, there is that Amazon wish list link, and it does have a lot of cat food on it, so if you could check it out, that would be very awesome. And of course, if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, thank you so very much. Hokey Smokes. Yeah, I haven't changed this yet, but I'm also going to start work on tearing this down back here so I can get it all clean. The next couple days, this is going to be coming down and they're going to get kind of barren back there. But then I'm going to put all stuff back up and there's going to be a change around on it so it'll look nicer. Yay! Oh, excuse me. But with the covfefe bug a-raging, please, if you don't have to go out amongst the unmasked, unvaxxed, mouth-breathing plague rats, please don't. If you must, maintain that social distancing, wear your mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, get a vaccination shot. That was hard to say. If you haven't gotten one yet, get a booster if you can. Hokey Smokes. Hokey SMOKES. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is, quite frankly, a very good thing.